obviously the car you did is getting input into
Yes.
like a Lego video game. Like, can you speak a
Yeah.
little bit about what it means to you to have your imprint on multiple venues of the Lego world? It's not just the physical, it's also now the digital as well.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that at least to me, I was like, oh, okay. Well, before we knew about the grand finale, like before we knew the grand prize was becoming a set, I was like, oh, this is even cooler than that. Like, this is who cares about like a certain amount of money? I mean, this is getting immortalized in Lego history. So that was really cool. What's really special is that the 2K team actually gave Robert and I the opportunity to build it ourselves. So over the summer, Robert actually came over to Seattle and we were playing the game together. And it just kind of worked out that over email, they were like, yeah, we were going to build it, but do you guys want to build it instead? And we were like, oh, heck yeah, we want to build it. So we sat down for like, I think it was like 3-4 hours and we built it digitally in game, sent the game file over to them. And then it was available on the day the episode came out, I think. And that was very surreal seeing it in my game inventory. I now have 2 identical copies of it because I have one from the downloadable store and the one that we built like months ago. So it's very, very funny, but that was so cool. I mean, Robert, what did you think of that?
I mean, yeah, I think building it together with you was such an amazing experience. We got to drive it around too, and
Yes.
the lasers and the flashing lights.
Oh, I demolished you on that race.
No, because our shark is a big boy, so
Yes.
he's slower. But yeah, having our build and immortalize in a game like 2K Drive is just so cool. Um, I mean, Chris explained it, really, really well. It's hard to beat.
And one thing to add is the story behind that is actually quite funny because during filming, I actually was asked to go to a 2K Drive event, but obviously I couldn't go because I was filming the show. So I actually sent one of my friends, and apparently they told him that there was going to be a 2K Drive challenge at that event, but he didn't tell me. So when we had the 2K Drive challenge, I called him. I was like, "Oh my God, you won't believe this! Guess what? And he was like, "Oh, let me guess, it's the 2K Drive challenge." I was like, "What do you mean? It's the 2K Drive challenge." It's very, very funny, but I mean, I was doing 2K Drive related Lego stuff before and after the show. Like they had us go out to New York for a launch event for the game. So it was difficult keeping the secret the entire time during that event. Like I was literally with the developers there, with like the project manager of the game, and we were getting to play test it early. And I was like, I can't say anything about like people. I mean, it's not even out that I'm on the show. So it was very, very cool to eventually see it all come to fruition just a few months ago.
One of the interesting things about the show and just in general with these kinds of shows, there's always a little bit of an edit. You guys were kind of painted at times as chaos agents.
Oh,
And
yes.
how much do you guys feel that was actually the role that you played in the show, or how much it was a family and it was just kind of like playful ribbing with your figurative siblings? Because I've heard lovely things from your fellow contestants about you too.
Oh, 100%. We actually blackmailed them into saying nice things about us because, of course, we had to threaten them behind the scenes. So anything good you hear, that was all because of us. But no, I mean, I think behind the scenes, we were like, I feel like I've made a family. I mean, we've been to conventions together since then. I've had Sam over at my house to like see my Lego collection, which is super fun. And I mean, I feel like we were able to really make a family, but on set, I think it was just a pretty fun time. The way that Robert and I kind of approached it was that we were like, okay, well, we could just be serious and work in the builds the whole time, and we could like try to have at least a little bit of fun while filming as well. And I think that kind of we're very happy with the way it was edited. I think it's very entertaining for both of us watching it back and seeing them really play it up, because that was exactly what we were going for with the whole villain act. So we're quite happy with it, and I think it was a lot of fun for both of us to play that part.
It's always fun to be a little bit spicy. So
Yes.